Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Des ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing out. Well, signing in and signing out for this very last signing off of the Pixies record. Surfer Rosa, the full album. It was devoted to James, who recommended it via the Patreon. Thank you very much. Very first time I've really paid attention to the Pixies. I've heard that number, Where Is My Mind, which I think was from Fight Club. What was that in? What was it in? What was it in? Either way, not a bad number, but we're not here to talk about, the pop song. We're here to talk about the record as a whole, and we've got 13 tracks on this record. I finished off the last song we listened to by sort of making a metaphor that this was if not a raffle, a pick and mix of just, well, I don't know if you get this wherever you are, but over here in England, back in my day, a little bit more so than nowadays, but they were fucking gorgeous. I don't know why. I guess now, because the prices got ramped up so high, you go with 50 pence or £1 to your local shop here and you get a pick and mix. They just put 50 pence or a pound's worth of random sweets in a little paper bag, and you'd go scran them off, man. That's what this is like. You don't know what you're going to get, but it's going to be something tasty regardless. This band is talented, but sort of disguises the talent in a free-form punk rock artistic sort of sense. Quite aggressive and randomized and fluffy on the guitars. Drummer messes around, isn't necessarily strict with what they want to be going for. As far as the vocals are concerned, the fella who sings in the band in particular, he likes making a noise when he wants to. And this isn't a criticism. If anything, this is, quite a benefit to those who enjoy this style of music. I would say, as far as my experience is concerned, these are a lot more structured, but their energy is a little bit like that band Flipper that we heard on this channel as of recent, that got recommended via the Patreon. Flipper came across with the same sort of energy. Punk rock, but not strictly punk, Just an energy that resided within the act. Gigantic, probably my favourite, aside from Where Is My Mind. Where Is My Mind was very special. I spoke about this in the listen through, so I'm just probably going to rehash a few things that I did say whilst we were listening to it track by track. It's funny how the one sort of laid back, melancholic, lower tempo, stripped back song was the one on this record that got the sync and got the push, because it's to some degree in contrast to your general energy on this record. But with that being said, you don't know what energy you're getting on the record from track to track to track. And that's good because it keeps it varied, whilst it still keeps it structured. On one song, you'll think, this band feels like they're going to fall apart any second. Whereas some other songs, you're just like, bloody hell, this is a tight, rocking band, But yeah, I think Gigantic, aside from that other song, probably my favourite. That was a very well composed 90s-esque number. It was ahead of its time. I don't know when this record was put out, but considering it influenced Cobain and all of that, I assume it was late 80s, probably. Probably 86, 87, 88, maybe. Production-wise, it was okay. I don't think the first track was good production-wise. It felt, when we initially got into it, it felt like, bloody hell, the vocals going to be this ramped down throughout the entirety of it. I was a bit scared of what I was getting into. It sounded very demo-esque. But then, from track 2 onwards, it seemed to polish itself out a little bit. I'm not going to rate this record out of 10. I just don't feel it deserves that because it's so interpretive, a sound as such as this. But I feel it's okay, It's okay. I am fascinated to see where the band goes from here because I can see space for an incredible amount of improvement. That's not to say that it needs improving, but that's to say the talent is fantastic, and as this act matures, and hopefully, the same individuals stick together to grow together, I imagine they will come out with some fantastic sounds as we go through the discography from there on. That's what I've got to say to that. On that note, I'm signing out, people. One love, goodbye.